smile. Today, I hope you like my makeup look because today's video is a catch up, chatty, get ready with me. And I'm going to show you guys how I do my easy everyday makeup routine. This is the first look at my new product that you will see later on in this video. Okay, let's get on with the makeup. So today I'm going to show you my updated, just everyday, simple makeup routine. If you don't like talking videos, you're going to have to click out of this video because today I'm going to be talking and just catching up with you guys, talking about the products that I've been loving. Ever since I have launched Gemma Lepre Beauty, I feel like I've really simplified my makeup routine. As being someone that has been very guilty of overcomplicating makeup, I definitely wanted to just bring it back to basics. I think now that I'm in my 30s, all I want to do is make my life more simple yet effective, and that is what I want to do for you guys with my brand. Definitely not new at all in my makeup routine with Charlotte Tilbury. I just love the base that this gives. It adds a glow, it's super lightweight. It just keeps the face looking super youthful and refreshed, and I love it. I like to focus it on only the high points because I feel like that's where you want the glow. Full coverage foundations have completely eradicated my makeup collection, and I really only go for something that is going to be more sheer and lightweight. I personally no longer see the need to fully cover your face if you only have one or two little blemishes. So now I opt for something a little more lightweight like these, and just spot correct with a concealer for any spots on my face that might need it. These two have been my go-to recently. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur, which I'm sure you know, and this is the Chanel Le Beige's Healthy Glow. I love this. I feel like this has been very popular on social media, so I'm going to use the Huda Beauty. I just add a little bit onto my brush. This is the Anne Hazarati F03A brushes. I love Anne's brushes. So what I do with this product is just go over any of the points of my face that I am not going to add concealer or contour or blush. So just any vacant spaces, which is usually this area and this T-zone area. The only place I really focus a lot of attention and product in my makeup routine is my under eyes, because for me that's where I really need it. This is the Bobbi Brown color corrector in Peach, and I only focus it right on his inner corner. It does have the peach undertone, but it blends out. And the point of the peach is to counteract the darkness. I find the finger to be the most useful tool to blend this out, because you really want to make sure that it is melting into the skin and not just sitting on top. I also feel like something that's changed over the years with me is just accepting the fact that a simplified everyday makeup routine starts with short nails. I can't have long nails anymore because I find it too hard to just blend with my fingers, and then I have to constantly keep up with keeping my brushes clean. I am obsessed with the Kosas concealer. This is shade 0.4N, which is neutral. Skincare infused is the way to go. I can't believe how good my under eyes look with this concealer. Going in with another brush from AH Cosmetics, this is the E09. I honestly cannot do my makeup without these. These are the best brushes I've ever used. So I bring the concealer down around my nose because this area tends to get red. I like to blend it out too because this is my main area that creases. And then I just drag the excess up onto the lids just to counteract any veins or darkness. And that's basically it for coverage in regards to cream products. I just feel like less is more. It appears more youthful, keeping the makeup quite light and fresh. However, I'm referring to just a daytime or everyday makeup look. I am in no way referring to evening glam or, wedding, gala event glam. That is completely different. And I still, however, will always go a nice full glam, full coverage, glamorous look if it's for the right occasion. If you always want your skin to look healthy when you're wearing makeup, the best investment is the Chanel Les Beiges. This honestly lasts forever. So I like to go in roughly all over and just warm up. This step is very important when you're doing a more light coverage makeup, because going with a fairer option foundation rather than a more warm golden option tends to leave your face looking a little dull and lifeless. So this is really important to bring that life back into your face after adding foundation. That was the Hourglass translucent powder. Pop that under the eyes. As I mentioned in the beginning, I really focus all of my attention on my under eyes when doing my makeup, which is why the next product launch is Bright and Blur. If you're confused, the compact is actually the exact same as the Velvet Blush. So we have a different color sticker on the bottom so you can differentiate. This is Bright and Blur in the shade Banana Creme. I like to make it easy for you on the other side and custom create a brush that is going to perform best with whatever product you're using. When I was in the sampling process of my Velvet Blush, I actually found it really hard to find a brush that performed and delivered the product the way that I wanted to. I found that a lot of blush brushes were a little too dainty to pick up enough pigment onto the cheeks, and then I felt like a lot of the denser brushes were just too stiff going onto the face, that it was removing makeup and the base underneath. So that is the story of how brush number 1 came to life. It is a pressed powder, but when you ruffle it up, you loosen the pigments and then it turns into like a loose product. So this is not as finely milled as a loose powder, which is why I combine it with a finely milled loose powder, because this isn't formulated to set, it's formulated to add a little extra coverage and brightness. So this is the under eye brush, which is brush number 2 in the collection. This right here took such a long time. Just like the silk blush brush, these are also silk vegan fibers. Every single detail down to the color of these hairs. I didn't want black hairs because the black hairs tend to look very ashy. I really wanted the brush to have a really beautiful golden mousy brown hair. This is also a very difficult shape to make by hand. My manufacturer wanted to scream because he's like, why are you so specific about the way you want the brush hair? And I said, shh, you have to do it how I say. So the reason for the shape being like that is because I want it to just seamlessly hug under the eye. The tip allows you to just seamlessly blend the product and just make it really easy. I feel like people get stuck at the under eyes, and I don't want this to be hard for you guys. I don't want it to be complicated. I understand that this is quite a daunting product because majority of people probably haven't used an additional product on top of a setting powder. However, I just wanted this to be an extra step that adds a little bit of extra love and attention into your makeup. Over the years, I had moved on from a lot of unnecessary steps in the makeup routine. However, this step to me is just something that I don't think I'll ever move on from, even when I'm an old lady. I don't know if you guys can tell how much more alive and lifted everything looks, and I really don't like a complete matte base, which is why I love to leave every other point of my face glowy and untouched and unset. However, no matter how much I try to go for the unset or the more dewy under eye, it just ends up being a wrinkly, creasy mess. You have to set it to look the most youthful and flawless, but you have to do it properly. I am going to zoom you all the way in just so you can see up close. Zero filters or anything artificial right now. This is raw, what it looks like under the eyes. There is a little bit of coverage because we need the coverage to add the brightness. This is what Banana Creme looks like. It's not an overpowering pigment because you do not want to have yellow under eyes. Just like our Peau de Rose shade has a very subtle pinky peach pigment, because again, you don't want to look like you've put a blush under your eyes. Looking at shades like this in the pan can be very daunting, but I promise you everything you see is very intentional and serves a purpose that will benefit you. For today's velvet blush shade of choice, I am going in with Rosé. Rosé is very sweet, very down to earth, very friendly. I usually do go for our natural for a daytime look, but I just feel like wearing rosé today for a little bit more of a soft, innocent vibe. The reason I love rosé is because it's not pink that you have a very obvious pink undertone. It's not peach, it's neutral. It's definitely one of my most favorite shades in the collection. So I like to start the majority of the product a little more on the high point, and I feel like that lifts. I know some people don't like the whole temple blush look, however I find it flattering. A little bit on the nose is also very nice just to tie everything together. This is the Gucci Beauty Glow Hydrating Mist, Prep, Set and Refresh. So I just like a tiny bit, mainly because I love the smell. Scent is very important, and this scent just puts me in a good day. I'm in a good mood. I have recently started wearing brown mascara. This is the shade Dark Brown or Melon Fonts from L'Oreal. This is the Panorama mascara, and I use this lash curler from Shiseido or Shiseido. I really never know how to say that brand. So usually I will line my waterline with a brown or black, depending on what color mascara, to add definition. But that's more for a nighttime look. For every day, I just don't really bother. And I just go ahead with that little bit of mascara to brighten and lift my eyes. Little makeup hack for when you don't have time for eyeshadow or you just don't feel like wearing it. Another reason to invest in the Chanel bronzing cream is that I take a little bit, or a lot in this case, and then just pop that onto the lid. And then you have the world's quickest, most natural little smoky eye moment. It's obviously not going to be long wearing or very noticeable in, photos or videos, but for day-to-day interactions, it's going to just do the job. My eyebrows were already half done before starting to film. I always, pretty much every day, even if I'm not wearing makeup, brush them through with the Anastasia Brow Freeze Gel. To fill in my brows, my routine is really quite simple. This is the Duo Brow Wax and Brow Powder from Chanel in the shade 02 Medium. I take the cream and I focus the cream a little more on the upper end of my brow because I don't want that to look too harsh and dramatic, and the cream is a little bit softer and more forgiving. So that's all I do up here. I have a pimple in my brow, so ignore that. And then I just take the powder, and because my brows are a little sparse down here, I just fill in any gap. Now, you may have noticed that my lips already looked done throughout this video. I can't tell you why, but what I can tell you is that I'm going to go over top with MAC Whirl Lip Liner. MAC Whirl is just the perfect pink. It's not too pink, it is a little more of a mauvey pink or mauvey pink. This is an old love, this is a new love. This is the Clarins, I forgot what they're called. This is the Clarins Jolly Rouge Nude Lipstick, and this shade, I don't know what the shade's called because the way that these work is that they are refillable. The case is a everlasting component, and then you just purchase the refills. I don't know how to find the shade now. I will find it and list it down below. This is a deeper nude, but it just looks so pretty dabbed on the lips. So first I'm going in with Whirl. A little hack for lining your lips. If you don't want it to look really dry and crumbly, apply a lip balm before applying your lip liner and it will just glide onto your lip. Just just like to dab this and it smells so nice. And like I said, I love nice smelling things. I love the finish as well because it is not super shiny that it just moves around, and it's not super matte that it looks flat and lifeless. So that is makeup done. Last step, earrings. I think these earrings go perfect with today's outfit. I found these on Etsy. They're inexpensive, but I love them. Very last step today, because my dress is off the shoulder, I'm obsessed with this. It's from Ole Henriksen. It is the Firmly Yours Toning Dry Body Oil. It's an oil, but it's a little more of a dry formula. So I've taken a little bit on my hands. It smells like a day spa. It has an orange scent. It is so nice. Now I'm ready for the day. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I really missed you all. Everything that I used will be linked in the description box. I will see you guys very soon, sooner than you think, for the launch of Bright Blur. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.